Welcome to the Docker series. In this video, we are going to learn what is a Docker and what is an image and container, how this is beneficial uh, instead of having a virtual machines. And let's try to understand uh, the hypervisor concept first, and then we'll see a Docker engine and how it is beneficial. If you look at these two images in the right side, the first one is like with the virtual machines. We have our physical hardware. On top in that we have a hypervisor. Basically, hypervisor is a process that separates computer operating system and application from underlying physical hardware. So this hypervisor helps us to have multiple virtual machines on the same physical hardware, but this separates the computer operating system and your application. You can have each application on the each virtual machine, but they act as a guest operating systems. They are virtual machines. They are lying on the hypervisor. Basically, hypervisor takes care of having the virtual machines. That will help us to separate the application from the operating computer operating system, which is on the physical hardware device. Now let's see what Docker does. The conceptual wise, they both does the same. Instead of a hypervisor, we have a Docker engine. That Docker engine actually it manages the containers. Basically, on top of a Docker engine, you can have a containers. Before you have the container, first thing we need to have an image. Once you have the image in the runtime, that image becomes a container. And so you have a Docker engine on your physical hardware instead of a hypervisor. On top of the Docker, you can have a containers. The main difference comes here is resource utilization cost, because in the virtual machine you need to have a guest operating system that uses the physical hardware device resource, but to have the operating system it may take a GB space. You need to give the resources to the virtual machine. It may go approximately up to 1 GB, but whereas having the container, getting an image and create a container in the runtime, which would be in the MBs, it is not that costlier than like having a guest operating system and deploy your application on the virtual machine. So and you compare with the resource utilization cost with the virtual machine and with the containers, so containers is the best option. And the next one, provisioning and deployment. To provision a virtual machine takes a lot of time and cost, and that is not a so easy task to like a resize. Now you are seeing three virtual machines, and if you want to have one more virtual machine, you need to have another machine. But actually, you need to break a server into another server, and by separating the process with a hypervisor. So that will take time, and provisioning time is high, and the deployment to deploy an application over there, you need to do all the configuration, set up a guest operating system, have that as a virtual machine, and then you need to deploy your application. That is a little costlier, and it is a little slow process in terms of a provisioning. Whereas coming to the containers, they can be easily provisioned. They are very lightweight. Okay. And the third advantage I can say is a resizing. As we have seen, uh, having another virtual machine takes time, and it involves again you need to adjust the resource utilization, such as like a memory, network bandwidth, and CPU, those things. In the containers, you can easily resize the number of containers. You get the image in the runtime, you spin up, and container will be created. The main difference I can mention here in the hypervisor, in the virtual machine concept, that is a physical tuning of the hardware, whereas using the Docker engine manages the containers. This actually virtualizes the operating system. And Docker concept is virtualizing the physical hardware operating system, and in the virtual machine concept, using the hypervisor, you are physically tuning the hardware. So you are making one server into multiple servers, separating the each called as a virtual machine, separating that from the physical hardware is called a hypervisor. Whereas in the Docker, it is a virtualizing the operating system. So that is the reason you are not the provisioning and deployment is faster than the virtual machine, and resizing is easy, and the resource utilization cost is less. That is the concept of having a hypervisor and the Docker engine. And now hope you understand what advantages with the Docker. And let's see what is meant by a Docker. Docker is a technology to manage container implementation, and it is a open source project. It's a technology which helps us and which manage the containerization, and it's basically a container engine that uses a Linux kernel feature to virtualize the operating system, and it is an independent, it is a platform independent. Once you have, okay, next one, the Docker decouples application from infrastructure by packaging all applications from system requirements into container. Because in the similar way what hypervisor is does, it separates the computer operating system and the application. The same way here also, this Docker decouples application from your infrastructure, from your physical hardware, by packaging all applications from system requirements into a container. So there is no link, or instead of saying a link I can say each container is an isolated environment. It has its own components to run that application. All the package, it wraps up, basically it wraps up all the required resources into a lightweight standard executable package, and that is a container. And now let's understand what is an image. Image is a lightweight standalone executable package of a software. When we say executable package of a software is nothing but wrapping up all the required resources, including your code, your runtime environment, required tools, libraries, settings, some configuration files. So once you wrap everything into an executable package, that is nothing but an image. Once you have the image in the runtime, that image becomes a container. When you run that image, you can see a container that is a layered fashion, that follows the layered fashion. If you look at the image, we have a kernel and the first layer, the bottom layer. On top of that, we have an image. On top of an image, we have a container. It follows a layered fashion. Inside the container, if you are having like some configuration, editing, each followed a layer, so that the top layer, writable layer, is nothing but a container. So in standard format, you have Linux kernel and then an image. On top of the image, you have a container that is a writable layer. And now in the third section, what is a container? Container is a standard unit of software package of all dependencies of the application, and that runs quickly and reliably from a one platform to an another. So once you wrap up and you created a container, it is an independent of platform. You can run it on any platform without any problem. Why? Because you are wrapping up all the required resources, so there is no dependency on the physical hardware. If you take this container, put it in another machine, and you would be able to run, because it has everything to run that specific application and the container. No external configuration is required. If you take this container from this machine and put it in another machine and run, no external configuration is required. It is so easy, it's you can run it quickly, and it is reliable from platform to another platform. Containers isolate software from its environment. As we seen, it's an independent, it is an isolated environment. And images become containers in the runtime. Docker containers are following the standards, and it is a lightweight, and it maintains the security level. And let's see, let me take you to this is the Docker container, the official website. If you see here, package software into a standard units for development, shipment, and deployment. And so you can create a container, and that you can deploy, or you can ship it to another machine, or like you can, it is a packaging, it's a unit. You can understand what is meant by Docker container standard and lightweight and the security. You can see here, comparing containers and virtual machines. Containers and virtual machines have similar resource isolation and allocation benefits, but function differently because containers virtualize the operating system instead of a hardware. Whereas the virtual machines, you are doing a physical hardware tuning, and in the Docker, you are virtualizing the operating system instead of a hardware. This was the image we have seen. You can see here. It is an abstraction of physical hardware tuning one server into many servers. But whereas here it is packaging code dependencies together, multiple containers can run on the same machine and share the OS kernel with other containers, each running in an isolated process in user space. That is the main advantage using the containers on top of a Docker than having virtual machines on top of a hypervisor. Hope you understand the concept. In the upcoming video, we are going to see how to install a Docker and how to pull the image from the Docker Hub and how to have the containers. Please feel free to comment if you have any questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.